The chair is uncomfortable. That's the first thing I notice. Not the 12 generals standing at attention, not the red phone sitting on its cradle like it's been waiting its whole life for this moment, not the wall of screens painting 3 continents in thermal red. The chair is uncomfortable, and some distant, absurd corner of my mind thinks someone should fix that. It's a ridiculous thought. It's also the only normal one I've had since I walked into this room. They've been talking for 4 minutes. I know this because there's a clock on the wall. Analog, black hands, no seconds display. As if whoever designed this room decided that seconds were too granular a unit of time for the decisions made here. Too human, too precise. They're wrong about that now. Every second matters. Every fraction of one. General Hargrove sets a folder on the table in front of me. Red border. Eyes of the president only. The kind of folder that has never in its entire existence contained good news. I don't reach for it immediately. Instead, I look at him. I've learned something in this job. Folders lie. They're curated, edited, polished into something that feels manageable. Faces don't lie. Faces carry the weight before the words are spoken. Hargrove's face is tight. Not panicked, he's too trained for that. But there's tension around the eyes, a stillness in his jaw that tells me everything I need to know. This is real. How long do I have? I ask. 11 minutes to the threshold, sir, he says. After that, their automated escalation ladder engages and the window closes permanently. Window. That word again. These people have a gift for making catastrophes sound architectural, clean, designed, like it's something you can step through or step away from. I open the folder. Satellite imagery, coordinates, movement patterns, a damage projection model rendered in clean, bureaucratic font, as if someone typed up the end of the world on a Tuesday afternoon and spell-checked it twice. I read every line. I don't skim, I don't rush. When this is the moment everything changes, then I owe it the courtesy of attention. When I'm done, I close the folder carefully and place my hand on top of it. I've run this scenario before. Not here, not like this. In classified tabletop exercises where everyone knows, deep down, it isn't real. In my own head at 30,000 feet, staring out at clouds and pretending they're maps. Once, absurdly, at my daughter's piano recital. She was playing Chopin, fingers moving with a kind of fragile confidence, and I was sitting in a folding chair thinking about blast radii and response windows. I never reached the clean answer then. I don't have one now. Walk me through the confirmation chain, I say. Hargrove nods to the intelligence director, Carson. No uniform, reading glasses pushed up on her head like she just stepped out of a briefing she never left. She moves to the screen and pulls up a layered timeline. Intercepts, signals intelligence, human sources embedded deep inside a structure we barely understand. 2 independent assets confirmed movement 12 minutes ago, she says. Signals match known escalation protocols. We have no conflicting data. Her voice is steady. Clinical. We are confident. The word confident from her is worth more than certainty from anyone else in this room. My hands are flat on the table. My breathing is even. My mind is doing what it always does under pressure, going very still, very cold, searching for exits the room pretends don't exist. A man who has never once in his career confused patience with strategy. We cannot telegraph hesitation, he says. Every second we deliberate is a second their window hardens. I turn to him. I'm not deliberating, I say quietly. I'm deciding. There's a difference. He holds my gaze for a moment. Then he steps back. Not satisfied, not convinced, but he steps back. That's as close to agreement as I'm going to get. To my left, the quiet man leans forward. Dr. Ellison, National Security Council. The kind of person whose title takes 2 lines to print and still doesn't fully explain what he does. He has been silent until now. Waiting. There is a third option, he says. The room shifts. Not visibly, not dramatically, but I feel it. A targeted disruption of their command relay. He continues. Cyberkinetic. Limited scope. It doesn't escalate. It buys us 72 hours and puts the next move back on them. Success probability, I ask. 63%. 63. In any other context, that's acceptable. A passing grade. A decent bet. In this context, it's a 37% chance of making everything worse. Immediately. I need the room, I say. No one argues. That's how I know how serious this is. These are not people who leave rooms easily, but they file out, one by one. The door closes. The silence that follows isn't quiet. It hums. Machines, systems, screens still alive with motion and heat signatures and countdowns that don't care whether I'm ready. I stand. The chair exhales slightly as I leave it behind. I cross to the window. 7 minutes. I think about my daughter. I think about the woman with the coffee. I think about 63% and everything that lives inside the other 37. I think about my predecessor, the day he handed over the codes in this very room. He will never feel like the right person for this, he said. Do it anyway. I nodded, like I understood. I didn't. I do now. I pick up the phone, not the red one, the other one, the secure line. Ellison, I say when he answers. Sir, initiate the disruption protocol. Full authorization. You have 6 minutes. A pause. Not hesitation. Calculation. Understood, sir. I hang up. And just like that, it's no longer mine. The decision has left my hands. It's moving now, through cables, satellites, systems, people I will never meet. It's becoming action. It cannot be recalled. I stand there, in the silence that follows a decision you can't take back. This is the part no one talks about. Not guilt. Guilt is loud. Guilt demands attention. This is quieter. This is the stillness of a door sealing shut. Everything weighed. Everything decided. Nothing left but forward. The sparrow moves. For a second, it hesitates, as if even it can feel something shifting in the air. Then it lifts off, disappears into the rain. Gone. The clock on the wall ticks, and somehow, I don't know when it changed, I can see the seconds now. Each one clear, each one indifferent, moving forward no matter what I've done, no matter what happens next. I straighten my jacket. I smooth the front of it like that matters, like anything about appearance matters in a moment like this. Then, I turn. I walk to the door. I open it. They're all there, exactly where I left them. Waiting. Watching. Trying to read my face the way I read Hargrove's. I give them nothing, because there is nothing to give. Proceed, I say. And I walk back into the world, the one that might still exist, the one I just decided to fight for.